It was time to say goodbye to Penang Island. I left with a light bag and a heavier heart, carrying stories, shared meals, fleeting friendships, and some of the finest travel memories I have known. Journey do that. They give you people for a moment and memories for much longer. From Penang, I traveled southward to Melaka, a city whose reputation arrives before you do. Situated in southwestern Malaysia, about 149 kilometers south of Kuala Lumpur, Malacca is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Celebrated for its layered colonial past, distinctive architecture, and its deeply rooted Peranakan culture. The heat welcomes you first. The climate is consistently warm and humid, with temperatures hovering around 30 degrees Celsius throughout the year. Yet the warmth feels appropriate, as if the city itself insists on slowing your pace. I arrived Malacca without expectations, and perhaps that is the best way to arrive anywhere meaningful. Some cities demand attention. Malacca does not. It speaks softly, almost cautiously, as if inviting you to step closer before it begins to trust you with its story. This is not a city meant to be rushed. It asks you to walk slowly. It asks you to look twice. It invites you to linger. The air feels old here, not exhausted but seasoned. There is sharp from the nearby sea, sunlight rests gently on the walls, and there is quite awareness that countless lives have passed through these streets and left their traces behind. Once one of the most important trading ports in the world, Malacca welcomed Arabs, Chinese, Indians, Portuguese, Dutch, and British traders. They arrived with spices and silver, but also with customs, faiths, and ways of seeing the world. And what is remarkable is that Malacca did not lose itself in the constant arrival and departure. Instead, it absorbed these influences and became something richer, layered, and quietly resilient. Walking through the old town feels like reading a history book that refuses to remain silent. The red buildings of the estancias stand with composed authority, echoing the Dutch colonial presence. And just short walk away, Chinese shop houses, Malay wooden homes, and European churches coexist under the same sky. Nothing feels forced. The city seems to suggest that the history does not need symmetry to have a meaning. Jonker Walk Streets captures Melaka's spirit with remarkable ease. In the morning, it feels restrained, almost shy. Shopkeepers lift shutters slowly, temples release soft trails of incenses. As evening approaches, the street transforms. The night market comes alive. Food stalls appear, lanterns glow, colorful tree shows pass by, and conversation spills into the open. Cultures meet here not as relics, but as living, breathing practices. People eat, bargain, laugh, and belong. The Melaka River flows gently through the city, carrying reflection of cafes, murals, bridges, and passing lives. As the day draws to close, Melaka streets open towards the horizon. The sea appears calm now, indifferent to the ambitions it once carried. Watching the sunset feels like witnessing history exist. There is no spectacle, only continuity. And what stayed with me most was Melaka's temperament. It does not try to impress, it invites listening. It reminds you that identity can be plural, that culture can coexist without erasing one another, and that history does not always announce itself loudly. Sometimes it whispers. Leaving Melaka felt less like departure and more like interruption. The city continues, patient and layered, long after you are gone. You carry it with you, not as a list of sites visited, but as a quiet understanding. Melaka does not ask to be admired, it asks to be remembered. And this is where I'm saying goodbye to you all, because this was the last video of my Malaysia series. I will see you in the next one, in the next documentary. Like, share, subscribe. Bye bye.